Ever since my wife passed away, my life had been unbearably dull. I'm Edward Sano, 67 years old. When I retired, I thought I'd finally enjoy some freedom, maybe find a hobby or travel. But what really happened was just the same thing every day. Wake up, stare at the TV, go to the convenience store for a meal, then go back to the TV again. At some point, I couldn't tell if I was living or just existing. People said things like, "You've got savings, why not spend a little on yourself?" But I didn't even know what I liked anymore. I'd forgotten how to want something. Then one day I thought, what if I made a big purchase, something completely different? That's when I saw it, this massive camper van at a showroom. Just looking at it made my heart beat faster. Something stirred inside me. With this, I could go anywhere. So I bought it. A few days later, I was out cleaning the van when my neighbor Emily walked by. She lived alone, like me. 58, warm-hearted, always polite with a gentle smile. We chatted now and then.
Wow, is that yours?
She stepped closer.
That sounds amazing.
Have you taken it anywhere yet? I shook my head. Not yet. Still figuring out where to go. She looked at me for a moment, then said,
Would you like some company? I could use a change of scenery, too.
I was surprised. But the truth was, I didn't want to go alone either. Sure, I said. How about a day trip to that big farmer's market near the lake? We planned it for the weekend. Just a casual outing. No pressure. The morning came and we set off. Emily sat beside me, peeking curiously around the camper.
This feels like a tiny apartment.
I've never been in one before. I smiled. Her presence filled the van with an ease I hadn't known in years. We talked, shared stories. She told me about her late husband, about the silence of living alone. I nodded more than I spoke because I understood all too well. But halfway there, her expression changed. She looked pale.
Edward, I'm sorry.
I think I'm getting carsick. She pressed a hand to her forehead. I drove faster, got us to the market parking area as quickly as I could. Are you okay?
Just a little dizzy. Maybe I could lie down for a bit.
Of course. I adjusted the seat, laid it back gently. Here, rest. Don't worry about anything.
Thank you. And sorry. I didn't mean to spoil the trip.
You didn't spoil anything. Honestly, I'm glad you're here. She lay back, breathing slowly. I reached out, placed a comforting hand on her back. You're okay now. Just breathe. But as I sat close, I couldn't ignore her scent, the warmth of her body. It made me strangely aware of everything, her proximity, her voice, her presence. Emily looked up at me. Her eyes lingered longer than before.
You're very kind, Edward.
I guess I'm just a bit of a caretaker, I chuckled, trying to brush it off. But she didn't laugh.
I've always noticed that about you, even when we passed each other outside. You seemed kind, but a little lonely.
Something tightened in my chest. I hadn't expected those words to mean so much. That obvious, huh?
Only to someone who feels the same.
She slowly sat up, closer now. Our faces were just inches apart.
When you touched my back earlier, it calmed me. I felt safe.
She reached out and took my hand. Her touch was soft, her fingers slightly trembling. Emily! She closed her eyes. A moment passed. The air between us shifted, warm, expectant. Our lips met. Just a soft, tentative kiss. But it lit something inside me. She leaned her head against my shoulder, whispering,
It's been so long since I felt like this.
I held her close. Her warmth, her breath, her nearness, it was overwhelming and tender all at once. You sure you're okay? I asked. We don't have to rush anything.
I'm okay. Better than I've been in years because of you.
Her arms wrapped around me, her cheek pressed to my chest. And then, without words, we moved even closer. We kissed again. Deeper. Longer. I ran my hand gently through her hair. She shivered just slightly, sighing against me.
Do you mind if I stay like this a bit longer?
Stay as long as you want. We lay together in that camper van, wrapped in each other. Every sound outside made us pause, then smile like two teenagers sneaking around.
What if someone walks by?
Then we'll stay quiet. She giggled, her laughter muffled against my neck. Time felt suspended, her body against mine, her breath on my skin, her voice trembling slightly as she whispered,
Edward, this means something to me.
It does to me too. Eventually, she sat up and adjusted her clothes.
We should get back on the road before it gets late.
We fixed our hair, straightened our clothes, pretended nothing happened. But everything had changed. As I drove us home, she leaned back in the seat, humming softly, peaceful. I smiled to myself. Maybe life still had a few surprises left. Maybe this was the start of something real.